Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today our topic is voice, and this is part 3 of the series. Let's look at the voice of present continuous tense. This is a present continuous tense sentence. Sami is erasing the whiteboard. In an active sentence, the subject is the doer of the action. So who is erasing? It's Sami. And the object of the sentence is the receiver. So the whiteboard is the object, which is the receiver of the action. And the verb is erasing. It is a transitive verb because it has an object. Now let's look at the passive form of this sentence. The whiteboard is being erased by Sami. In a passive sentence, the receiver of the action is the subject, and the doer becomes part of the by phrase. And the verb here is being erased. Is being is the auxiliary verb, and erased is the third form of the main verb. Let's change some sentences to passive voice. She is throwing the ball. He is eating dinner. It is making a loud noise. They are crumbling the biscuits. We are learning a surah. I am writing letters. You can pause the video here and change the sentences to passive voice. Now let's check our answers. The ball is being thrown by her. Dinner is being eaten by him. A loud noise is being made by it. The biscuits are being crumbled by them. A surah is being learned by us. Letters are being written by me. Now let's look at the voice of past continuous tense. This is a past continuous tense sentence. Sami was erasing the whiteboard. In an active sentence, the subject is the doer of the action, and the object is the receiver of the action. The verb here is was erasing, which is a transitive verb because it has an object. Remember that if a verb does not have an object, it's called an intransitive verb, and passive voice is not possible for intransitive verbs. Now let's look at the passive form of this sentence. The whiteboard was being erased by Sami. The whiteboard here is the receiver of the action and is the subject, whereas Sami is part of the by phrase. The verb here is was being erased. Was being is the auxiliary, and erase is the third form of the verb. Let's change the voice of some of the sentences. She was throwing the ball. He was eating dinner. It was making a loud noise. They were crumbling the biscuits. We were learning new words. I was writing a letter. You can pause the video here and change the sentences to passive voice. Now let's check our answers. The ball was being thrown by her. Dinner was being eaten by him. A loud noise was being made by it. The biscuits were being crumbled by them. New words were being learned by us. A letter was being written by me. Now let's look at the voice of future continuous tense. This is a future continuous tense sentence. Samina will be giving a speech. Samina is the subject of the sentence. Will be giving is the verb, A speech is the object. Samina is the doer of the action and is the subject. A speech is the receiver of the action, and the verb will be giving is a transitive verb because it has an object. Let's look at the passive form. A speech will be being given by Samina. Isn't it odd? The sentence really sounds odd. A speech will be being given by Samina. A speech is the receiver and Samina is part of the by phrase. But the sound of the sentence or the verb is not comfortable. We don't feel comfortable when we hear this sentence. Will be being is the auxiliary verb and given is the third form. Because it sounds very unnatural, therefore we do not use a passive voice for this tense. That's all for today. Jazakallah. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.